Keep fucking going.
Just for conversation topics, we both know about Mal at this point, yeah?
Malware?
No, Mal. The game. The card game. The shitty card game.
The one I told you about?
No, I told you about it a long time ago, but your bro told you about it.
Yeah, your brother told me about it and I asked you about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mal. When I first played it, I'm pretty sure I told you this, but when I first played it, I didn't even know how to play Uno. So the fact that, like, knowing how to play Uno is a prerequisite made playing that for the first time
A
terrible.
nightmare. A nightmare.
Like, it's a game where you literally have to learn the rules by fucking up. And you don't even know how to play Uno in the first place. Like, no.
A part of me is like, I never got a chance to play Mal. And I still don't know the rules. Because I've actually never played it. But the problem I have with that as a whole concept is, if you're playing Mal with like 5 people, assuming that 5 people can play, the problem here is, if you're playing with 5 people who know how to play, it's not as fun. It's not nearly as interesting if everybody in there knows how to play.
Yeah, because that's generally the thing. Like, that game,
Fuck with me.
when I played it, like,
I'll punch you in
everyone
the
knew
dick.
how to play it, on top of everything else. So, like, every 5 seconds, like, doing something, it's like, here's a card, here's a card, here's a card. But as many people as you can play Mal at one time. But the thing about Mal is, like, there's a specific set of rules that, like, I guess the general public agrees upon. But when you actually win a round of Mal, you get to add a rule. Like, every time someone touches their face or something, like, they have to draw a card. If they say a curse word, they have to draw a card.
So
If you
that's
don't say,
what
like,
keeps it interesting. Okay.
yeah.
All right, because I was about to say, like, if there's a set number of rules and everybody knows what the rules are, how is it interesting? Because I mean, ultimately,
Because you could make it a rule, like, that someone has to say, like, Pussy Willow every time they draw a card, or else they have to draw another card, like, over and over and over.
And the crazy part about that, the thing that makes that interesting is, like, let's say you're playing with somebody who has a phobia of something, you can immediately stop being their friend because like every time, like if like they have, like
There's been things like that where it's like it felt like someone was being targeted specifically.
Like I said, that's why I say there's, like, with that being said, what name of video game do you feel is like an instant friendship ender?
Mario Party?
I'm about saying, don't say something stereotypical like Mario Party. Like something that you played with other people and you were like, I hate you now. Like, I never want to do anything with you in life. Like, I genuinely want to just choke you until you bleed out of the throat.
Depending on the person, Portals like that? Or that
Yeah, I
time
can
we
see
played,
that.
what was it, Super Mario?
Oh, that was it for me. For me, New Super Mario Brothers Wii was like a
and it's
game
only because
that
you
almost...
touch each other.
Not only that, well, that mostly, but it also has like a lot to do with the fact that their failure can lead to your failure in certain situations.
Yeah.
It's like
If one player is like doing like the most and like is getting ahead of everybody else, then you're getting pulled away, and it feels like, you know, why am I even here? Which, I mean, you know, that's dependent on like the skill level of the other players. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Do I have to do that? I have to.
you can no, you didn't. You can draw.
I could have took it.
I'm out of me now.
Oh God.
That's a whole lot of cards. Have a draw two, please have a draw two. Fuck! Actually, no. I don't know why I said that. That's exactly what I wanted. He's got to draw two. If he doesn't, Mark, god damn it. What was the point of that? He had a draw too! I wasn't. I was nowhere close. That was the problem. I was nowhere close to winning. Why did I play that card? It's green. No, it's red. Abel. It's red.
That was literally instinct. Like I saw a button prompt and I was like, I had to press the button because the button says to press it.
I wasn't. Here we go. Here we go. What's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? He has. I just want to point out that fucker had to pull 14 cards. Had to pull 12 cards, and now I have just one less than he does because Uno can go fuck itself. I want to hear a horror story about Uno. Like I had my marriage ended over a game of Uno. Like I want somebody like, yeah, my marriage ended over a game of Uno. And it was like we were up
it's
to like
better than your marriage ending over the occupation of a fictional caveman.
I sent you that? I sent you that, yeah?
You did.
It was good, right? Yeah. Like that dude.
It's
like
it's the type of the hypothetical scenarios that we come up with sometimes.
That's when I told you, like, when you watch him like do his videos, you're gonna feel like this is us, but just with more people watching. And like that's one of the reasons I like him, because he's batshit crazy, and it's like in the most endearing way possible.
I hate all of you.
You hate olive juice? What?
Actually, I probably would like olive juice. It's just like vinegar, right?
No, it's just it's slightly savory and greasy. That didn't work out, and I did it.
I can't believe it. I mean, either way, that was the only thing I could do.
No, when you pull like that, you can keep the card.
I know that I can keep it. I know, but like, I wasn't gonna not do that.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I love those moments where I get to be smug as shit. It's like, oh, I drew you. You have draw too. I'm like, how'd that work out? Let it do the more. Fair enough. Y'all gonna wish y'all hadn't done that, boyo. I really wish there were like people we could play Uno with. Like, Shadow Guard probably ain't online. I met this brony. I think he's a brony. He comes off of a brony. Hell, he comes off as like a weekly. If you go watch, and there's an episode of versus mode for Uno called Making Friends, and it's where I meet Shadow Guard. And I just want you to listen to how fucking awkward that conversation is.
I mean, I can open the lobby if you want, like, and
no,
let people join.
No, but there's no conversation though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? What color you want it, Mark?
Yellow. Not that it matters, because it's probably not going to be that by the time it gets around.
What's the positive? It's about to be red. Oh no. I was willing to, but I just didn't. I didn't. I should have, because he didn't have a fucking yellow. Why did I was gonna reverse it. I was gonna fucking reverse it, and then I didn't.